By the way, this is an independent type of situation. Okay, math teacher gave her class 2 tests. 25% of the class passed both tests and 42% of the class passed the first test. What percent of those who passed the first test also passed the second test? Okay, so what percentage of those who passed the first test also passed the second test? So remember, this is a little backwards. The second one goes first and the first one goes second. Because remember, this event right here happens first and this event happens second. So given that they passed the first exam, what's the probability that they pass the second exam? Okay, so this will be the probability of passing the first and passing the second divided by passing the first. So passing both of the exams, that would be 25%. We'll take it out of percentage, so 0.25. And then what's the probability of passing the first test? That was 42%, or 0.42. And then divide those two numbers, and you get 0.60. But that is not our final answer because it says what percent. So we need to take this and multiply it times 100%. That gives us our final answer of 60%. Okay, before I go to the next one, it's got a lot of words. So don't get jammed up in all the words here. Okay, a jar contains black and white marbles. 2 marbles are drawn without replacement. So remember, this is code word for dependent events. The probability of selecting a black marble and then a white marble is 0.34. The probability of selecting a black marble on the first try is 0.47. What's the probability of selecting a white marble on the second draw given that the first marble drawn was black? Okay, so remember, this is what happens second. This is what happens first. So what happened second was, on the second draw, was a white marble. And on the first draw, you had a black marble. Okay, so we gotta use our formula. So a black and then a white marble divided by probability of getting a black marble. Okay, probability of getting a black and then a white marble is 0.34. The probability of just getting a black marble on the first try is 0.47. And then you just divide these two numbers, and that's going to give you 0.72. And this says what's the probability, so this would be our final answer. So basically this is saying that you have a 72% chance of getting a white marble on the second draw, given that you reached in the bowl and you got a black marble on the first try. Okay, the probability that it is Friday and that a student is absent is 0.3. The probability that a student is absent given that today is, or what is the probability that a student is absent given that today is Friday? Assume a Monday through Friday class. So we're trying to find the probability of absent given that it's Friday. So I need both of them, Friday and absent, divided by Friday. Well, it said that the probability that it is Friday and that the student is absent is 0.03. Now I gotta figure out what's the probability of being Friday. Well, the probability of being Friday, there's only one Friday out of a, Monday through Friday class, that's 5 days. So 1 out of 5. Well, that's the same thing as 20%, or 0.20. So divide by 0.20. Oops. And this is going to give you 0.15. And that is your final answer.